Welcome to episode 130 of Business Growth School for Service Providers. I'm your host Ali Salman, and this podcast is brought to you by Rapid Boost Marketing, online marketing for service providers. So, are you planning for 2018? And I'm sure you are because we're almost approaching 2017, or you probably would have planned by now, or it's in your to-do list, and you want to plan for your marketing, for your growth, for your sales, and more importantly, how can you grow your business and your revenue. So when you're going through the planning, make sure that you focus on this particular thing what I talk about in today's podcast, because this is really important for service providers. I mean, you're a landscaping guy, you're a roofing company, you're a plumber, you're a doctor, dentist, lawyer, accountant. If you're providing services, then this thing is very relevant to you. Now, when you're planning for 2018, you have to make sure that when you talk about growth initiatives, and when it comes to growth it talks about marketing and sales, what kind of strategies are you choosing? Are you choosing inbound or are you choosing outbound? What do I mean by outbound? Has it you have decided to add three more salespeople, or you said, you know what, we're going to focus on our online marketing, right? Now, usually what happens that people think that if we have more outbound, people should be cold calling, or direct mail or yellow pages. All of that outbound, usually average cost per lead comes to around $300 for a service-based business, and average cost of inbound lead, which is basically and I'm going to explain to you what inbound means. Average lead per cost is $134. So that's almost one third of outbound lead. And outbound is basically your direct mail, paid ads, cold calling. So what's the basically the difference between inbound and outbound? In inbound, your customer initiates the first contact. In outbound, you do it as a business. What do I mean by that? So let's say someone is looking for how what kind of roofs should I get. They're not ready to buy, they're not ready to change the new roof today, but they know that their roof is basically almost the life is coming to an end, and they need to invest in a new roof, so they're looking for information. In outbound, you would have called that customer saying, hey, do you need a roof? In inbound, that customer has a thought. That customer goes on Facebook, on Google, on Bing, on Instagram, wherever they're consuming content, and they look for more information. Also, um like so what's the cost profile? We have talked about that. Outbound lead is a high cost. Inbound lead, it's very low cost. And why? The reason for that is how many billboards when you're driving by you remember? How many magazine ads, how many TV commercials you have seen which you remember? But today, if you googled for something, if you went on to look for certain information, you remember it because you were actually looking for or seeking for information yourself. Outbound marketing is all about businesses saying, it's all about me, it's me marketing. Inbound marketing, it's about your customer. You help your customer, you provide them good information at the right time, at the right place, so the trust is established. Now, a lot of people say, how we can establish this trust? Well, let's say if you are a landscaping company, how can you provide good information for people to people so potential customers can find you online? That's what you have to focus on in 2018. You don't have to focus on disruptive marketing. You don't have to you have to basically focus on permission marketing. If you have people's permission, you will convert better, your cost per lead will be much lower. So when you're planning for 2018, make sure that your overall plan consists of a lot of inbound marketing. And hey, you know what, I'm not saying that you shouldn't have outbound. You can have outbound, but make sure your outbound and inbound talk to each other. They are working in symphony, right? because if both of them are working like together, they become a very powerful force. But end of the day, as a service based business, as a small business, I mean, you're spending anywhere from $1,500 to upwards of $5 to $10,000 on your online marketing or on your marketing. You should be asking, where should I spend money on? And if you look at the data, if I talk from our experience, from our clients, from our customers, from our own experience at Rapid Boost Marketing, is like, what we practice is what we preach. Our 100% of the money goes towards content generation, so we can get customers inbound, so we can earn their trust, and we get them at the right place at the right time, rather than cold calling them, rather than sending them direct mails. Because you know what, when a lead comes to you, it has a much more higher chance of closing, rather than when you call the lead or you do the direct mail or you door knock to them. So try to focus on inbound marketing in 2018, because I think that will completely change your business. It will turn around, and it can give you a massive 100 to 300 or 400% growth, which can change your business, which can change your life as a service provider. I'll catch you tomorrow bright and early in episode 131 of Business Growth School for Service Providers. Have a good day, guys. My name is Ali Salman, and this podcast is brought to you by Rapid Boost Marketing, online marketing for service providers. Bye bye.